Pirates TV talking to Tom Blackwell following the 3-0 victory over Braintree Town. Tom, how was that one out on the pitch?
Oh, it's brilliant. I mean, it's a local derby, Boxing Day, my first Boxing Day game I've ever played. So yeah, the fans, great atmosphere, and ultimately the 3 points, a clean sheet, and yeah, brilliant, fantastic.
Yeah, I feel like you almost mentioned the goal for yourself there, Tom. That's your first ever senior goal for Chelmsford City. How does that feel?
Well, I've waited a long time for it, as you know, and now that I've got it, it feels great, but I need to do more. I need to score more, and we go on to the next game.
Yeah, and just to touch on the first half performance, Robbie quite often talks about in games how we need to, when we get a goal, sort of push on and get a second and a third, and that was exactly what we did today, wasn't it? We didn't really let up and let Braintree have any time to get out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the minutes difference was between each of our goals, but it just felt like we had a period where we just had the momentum and we were taking advantage of them, and they were there for the taking, and we did that. I mean, we probably could have scored more, but ultimately a 3-goal difference isn't bad.
Yeah, and again, just to keep talking about your goal, it was a great finish, but talk us through that one.
It was a break. They were on the attack. Dara's picked it up and driven with it, and I just peeled out wide and taken the ball and tried to see where the fullback was showing me. I've gone inside, outside, faked it to go inside. Eventually, I've ended up inside. I think he might have fallen over. And yeah, when you're in front of goal, I mean, I've got to shoot. I want to score goals, and yeah, I was just absolutely delighted when I hit the back of the net.
And obviously it's clearly difficult conditions with the fog just getting worse this evening, but how was it for you out on the pitch? When you're up in a stand, it's quite difficult to see, but for players out on the pitch, was it a bit different?
Yeah, obviously the pitch wasn't at its best, but we've got to play the conditions. We can't have any excuses whatsoever. It's the same for both teams, and it's a game of football at the end of the day. I loved it, so yeah.
And that's a big 3 points. Do you see that as a bit of a springboard for us?
Yeah, it's got to be. Ultimately, the fans have got bragging rights, so it's an Essex derby, but we shouldn't treat it any different, really. It's another game, and we've got 3 points that we need to start climbing that table, and we've got to go into the next game with the same attitude, and every game with the same attitude.
Yeah, and it's a quick turnaround with 2 days just until we travel to Concord. What are your thoughts ahead of that one?
Yeah, obviously they're higher in the league than us. It's another Essex derby. But as we've seen in this league, anyone can beat anyone. So we go there with good momentum, and we want to push on now.
And finally, just to touch on how you're sort of finding it at the club this season. Obviously, you're working alongside strikers like Simeon and Charlie, who've had Football League experience, and working under Robbie as well, who played as a striker to a really good level. So how is that for you, and how is it to learn off of such experienced players in your position?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. As soon as I knew Simeon was signing, and obviously you got Charlie, and when I first signed, obviously I got Robbie. I'm not naturally a striker, but it's obviously a position Robbie thinks I can do well in, and I'm completely happy to do that for the team. I've played a variety of positions this season, but I've enjoyed playing up front, especially with Simeon and Charlie when he's fit. And yeah, the experiences and advice is quality, what I get off them. They're just so brilliant. And any questions I have, no hesitation to ask them, and they help me so much.
Thanks, Tom, and congratulations today.
Thank you very much.